This is a big weekend for Filipino boxing fans because now another Filipino, and that of Charly Suarez, will have his chance at a world title against the very dangerous Emanuel Navarrete. As of today, only two Filipinos are currently ranked world champions, Melvin Jerusalem and Pedro Taduran. And now Suarez has the chance of breaking into that and adding into the list of Filipino champions. However, he has a really tough task ahead of him because Emanuel Navarrete is a really hard puzzle to solve. He has a very unique and unorthodox style that has made him a total nightmare for many of the names he has fought. Perhaps the biggest thing to take into account into all of this is that Navarrete has faced opponents with the style of Suarez more than Suarez has faced opponents with the style of Navarrete. Nobody out there really fights quite like Navarrete. He throws from odd angles, loses his balance as he's throwing, goes forward with his chin wide open, yet somehow he makes all of this work. Perhaps the most similar opponent Navarrete has fought in terms of style to Suarez recently was Oscar Valdez. Both big power punchers, a bit flat-footed, and heavy with the high guard. Both their strategies in their fights also tend to be quite similar, to walk the opponent down and break them with their power, or find that one big shot that will instantly knock them out. Guys like Suarez need to be able to control the forward momentum of the fight early on to secure a better chance at winning, because fighting on the back foot is just not his forte. However, this is easier said than done against someone like Navarrete. I think what often gets his opponents the most by surprise is Navarrete's underrated defense. He is good at slipping and keeping his head off the center line, and he has a pretty solid jab as well, mostly using it as a means to measure the opponent and keep them at bay as compared to actually really trying to land it. But what's really going to be troublesome to deal with when facing Navarrete is his very odd angles. I remember reading this in the comment section, but I can't find it anymore. Fighting Navarrete is basically fighting an octopus with bricks attached to its tentacles. The punches are coming from every angle. And this is going to be hard for Suarez because he has never really shown some great defense. He keeps his head in the center line and typically relies more on just blocking everything with his high guard. With the way Navarrete punches, something is eventually going to start to loop around the guard. And another thing that makes it hard to block Navarrete's attacks is that he doesn't punch in ones or twos. Rather, he is a persistent volume puncher that will throw non-stop. Now, these punches may not be the hardest, but the pace at which he throws them eventually starts to break people down. This for me would be the biggest opening for Suarez to turn Navarrete's biggest strengths against him. Once Navarrete starts getting comfortable in throwing this volume of punches, Suarez needs to look for a way to counter and catch Navarrete in between his own combinations. And the thing with Navarrete is that he is very open when he's throwing these big combinations. Both hands are down, chin is up, and Suarez has shown he has the one-punch power to put anyone down. He is also especially open when he lunges in because he goes in with his chin up. He can't let Navarrete constantly work off the volume again and again, as this will quickly turn the tide of the fight towards Navarrete's favor. I also don't think Suarez should be trying to go blow for blow with Navarrete because Navarrete's volume will overwhelm him and Suarez will tire out. Suarez is not really a volume puncher and should stick to what he knows best, and this will be at its most effective if he baits Navarrete in to catch him with a counter. He can build off and improve upon the success of Liam Wilson when he fought Navarrete. The only issue is he won't have that same type of range Wilson had and will have to stay inside the punching range of Navarrete. This is a good solid matchup, but the odds are more in favor to Navarrete.